Brandon's story for primary 6. Page 2. My name is Brandon. I'm 13 years old and I live in a small town in California. Here's a story you won't believe. I know it's true because it happened to me. It happened in the summer. One Monday, I was sitting in the classroom behind my best friend Emily. It was about 11:30 in the morning. We were all talking about the robbery. The Sunday before, somebody had stolen our school bell. The bell was very old and very valuable. We all loved it because it was our school bell. Everyone in our town was very sad that it was gone. Questions on page 2. 1. How old is Brandon? Yes, he's 13 years old. 2. Where does Brandon live? In a small town in California. 3. When did the story happen? In the summer. Where was Brandon sitting on Monday? In the classroom behind Emily. What time was it? It was 11:30 in the morning. What was the robbery? The Sunday before, somebody had stolen their school bell. How was the school bell? It was very old and very valuable. Why was everyone in Brandon's town sad? Because the school bell was gone. Page 3. That Monday, 2 policemen came to our school. They were looking for clues about the robbery. It was hard to think about our work. Our teacher, Mr. Roberts, was angry because everyone was talking. Be quiet, children. We can't do anything about the school bell, and you have got to do your work. Brandon, come and write the answer on the board. Mr. Roberts said. And the questions for this part are: 1. Who came to Brandon's school on Monday? 2 policemen. 2. Why did the policemen go to Brandon's school? Because they were looking for clues about the robbery. Why was Mr. Roberts angry? Because everyone was talking and the children weren't thinking about their work. And the quotation in this page is: Be quiet, children. We can't do anything about the school bell, and you have got to do your work. Who was the speaker, and to whom? Mr. Roberts to Brandon's classroom. What happened to the school bell? It was gone. Or you could say, it was robbed or stolen. Why was Mr. Roberts angry? Because the children were talking and weren't thinking about their work. Why did Mr. Roberts call Brandon's name? To come and write the answer on the board. Page 4. I got up and started walking towards the blackboard. I usually walk across the floor very carefully because there is a little door on the floor near my desk. It's got a big square doorknob. I usually think, hey Brandon, don't fall over the doorknob and look like an idiot in front of the classroom. But that Monday was different. That day, I wasn't thinking about the little door on the floor. I was thinking about our school bell. I walked towards the board and bang! I tripped over the doorknob. All my classmates laughed. Only Mr. Roberts didn't laugh. It was very embarrassing. The questions for this part are: 1. Why did براندون walk towards the blackboard? Because the teacher called his name to come and write the answer on the board. 2. Why does براندون walk across the floor very carefully? Because there is a little door on the floor near his desk. It's got a big square doorknob. 3. And this is a quotation: don't fall over the doorknob and look like an idiot in front of the class. Who was the speaker and to whom? He was براندون to himself. Why did the speaker say that? Because there is a little door on the floor near his desk. It's got a big square doorknob. براندون was worried to trip over the doorknob and fall on the floor. What happened next? Robert was thinking about the school bell and didn't notice the doorknob. He tripped over it and all his classmates laughed at him. How did براندون feel when he tripped over the doorknob? Very embarrassed. Who laughed at براندون when he tripped over the doorknob? All his classmates. Only Mr. Roberts didn't laugh. Page 5. Then it was lunchtime. Emily and I went to play football behind the school. I wanted to practice my goalkeeping, and Emily wanted to practice her penalty shots. Emily was getting angry because I was stopping every shot. It's really true, I said. Girls are terrible at sports. This made Emily really angry. She suddenly ran and kicked the ball very hard. The ball went past my left hand, through the bushes, and straight down the ravine behind the school. The questions for this part are: 1. What did براندون and Emily do during lunchtime? They went to play football behind the school. 2. Why did براندون and Emily go behind the school? To play football. براندون wanted to practice his goalkeeping. Emily wanted to practice her penalty shots. 3. Why was Emily getting angry? Because براندون was stopping every shot. It's really true. Girls are terrible at sports. This is a quotation. Who was the speaker and to whom? براندون to Emily. Why did the speaker say that? Because he was stopping every shot for Emily. What was the result of that? Or what did Emily do? Or how did Emily revenge herself? Emily was really angry. She suddenly ran and kicked the ball very hard. The ball went past براندون's left hand, through the bushes, and straight down the ravine behind the school. Page 6. I love my football. It's made of leather, and it was very expensive. My dad gave it to me for my 13th birthday. I knew I had got to try and get it back. The ravine is about 30 meters deep. People throw their rubbish there, so it's full of old cars and broken televisions. Nobody goes down there because it's too difficult to climb down and it's full of rubbish. Emily and I looked down into the ravine. I could see my football at the bottom. Next to it, an old television. "Hard luck," said Emily. "Oh dear, what am I going to do?" I asked. "Be a better goalkeeper," Emily replied, "or buy another football." "Be serious, Emily," I said. "I have got to get my ball back." "We'll have to go down and get it," said Emily. "But be quick, lunchtime will be over soon. We'll be late for class." The questions for this part are: 1. Why does Brandon like his football? Or, how is Brandon's football? Or, why was Brandon willing to go down the ravine and get the ball back? Because it's made of leather. It was very expensive. And his dad gave it to him for his 13th birthday. 2. How deep is the ravine? It's about 13 meters deep. 3. What is in the ravine? People throw the rubbish there, so it's full of old cars and broken televisions. 4. Why doesn't anyone go down the ravine? Because it's too difficult to climb down and it's full of rubbish. 5. Where was the football lying? It was at the bottom of the ravine next to an old television. Hard luck. This is a quotation. Who was the speaker, and to whom? Emily to Brandon. Why did the speaker say that? Because she kicked the ball so hard that it went down the ravine, which was so hard for them to go down and get it back. 7. Oh dear, what am I going to do? Who was the speaker, and to whom? Brandon to Emily. What happened to him? Emily kicked the ball so hard, he couldn't catch it, and fell into the ravine. And he wanted to get it back, but the ravine is too deep and full of rubbish. What did Emily suggest doing? To be a better goalkeeper or buy another football. What did Brandon answer here? To be serious, and that he has got to get his ball back. 8. We'll have to go down and get it, but be quick. Lunchtime will be over soon. We will be late for class. Who was the speaker and to whom? Emily to Brandon. What does the underlined word "it" refer to? To Brandon's football. What happened to it? Or to the football? Do you remember the answer? It fell down at the bottom of the ravine because of Emily. Why were they in a hurry? Because lunchtime will be over soon and they will be late for class. See you in the next part of this story for this term. Bye!